Well, I'm going to take you into this beautiful Hembygdsgården here in Gustavsfors. Absolutely incredible. Let me take you around and show you this beautiful place. And a place that I can remember many years ago coming here, singing and dancing. It's peaceful, it's beautiful. The heather on the ground. Over the years, many dances have taken place on this dance floor. It's just another place in Hagfors Kommun that literally startles you in every way. Why? Is mainly because of the number of people that are in the commune. And yet there is again so much. An old plough when everything was done by the horse. I can hear the water from the river below. Look at this ancient building. Everything here is so beautiful, yet so old. Bandstands. The bell tower. Old Swedish fencing. And ruins. Stone ruins. And before I take you down to the stone ruins, here a beautiful old Swedish house where you can actually rent this place for parties. And there has actually just been a party here. I go inside and it's so warm and so beautiful. A really big table. And photographs of the old factory. A Swedish tapestry. Stoves. The man out hunting with his dog. The wallpaper, I've got to say in here, is fantastic. Just look at the wallpaper. And pictures here of parties. Well, again, this is just showing you how wonderful Hagfors Kommun is and how wonderful the communities are around here. You feel good, you feel safe, you feel happy. Well, let me take you into one of the oldest houses in this Hembygdsgården in Gustavsfors. This is from the 17th century. And the young ladies have just opened up this house for me to have a look. But the moment I go into it, you have to understand, you get an air and feeling of well-being. You feel good being in this house. Here, the old photographs. Beautiful old book. When photographs were photographs. I was filming near the village of Laycock in Wiltshire, where the first photograph was ever taken in the world. And now I look at these photographs and I realise that by taking photographs, you hold history. People long, long gone, but their memories live on. A beautiful little piano. And just look at the table. This is a traditional gate leg Swedish table. And you can just imagine the family getting the newspaper. And this one coming from 1935. 1935. And you can look at the nails, all handmade. Everything in here is incredible. The old fireplace where the waste timber from the forest was being used to cook and to keep the house warm. Do remember, in those days, everyone would live in literally 2 rooms, and that would be your life. But of course, your life would be happy because you were at one with nature, and that you were at one with your family, your wife, the church, the village, the community, and your workplace generally. The baby would be kept warm in the kitchen and you would make your butter, and you would make your bread, and you would pray on a Sunday to God for giving you your family, your community, and bread to be able to eat. Today, we just pop along to McDonald's for fast food that gives us no nutrition and makes us not what we should be as humans. Well, here we are. Traditional house, 2 rooms, happiness. This is the kitchen. This is what everything would be cooked on. Fresh. Not in a microwave oven or in boil it a bag. No, what you produce in the summer you put into your storage for the winter. Absolutely incredible, beautiful home with beautiful people in a beautiful community here in Hagfors Kommun. And now, after that fantastic tour of that beautiful house from the 17th century, an air of just happiness, I'm going over to look at the factory ruins. Well, I'm going to walk across this bridge now, and remembering that this is made of stone. There is not much that is actually made in the distant past of stone, but this factory is. And this factory was operational and closed down 112 years ago. It closed in 1910, and this was a steel foundry. Again, this is a place you've got to come and visit. You've got to come to this little village and just understand. This is made out of blocks of waste from producing steel. Now it's fallen into wreck and ruin. But do remember that families survived by working here. Children were brought up. The old dies. And the young brought forward the next generation. The same as now. But if you mention to someone working here the word fast food, McDonald's, computers, going on holiday to another country, they would almost think that you were absolutely crazy. What are you talking about? But that's what we all expect today. Jump on a flight, go somewhere new, pop into the fast food joints in the nearest city. But that's not what life was like. It's the new modern age. Do you really enjoy it that much? You need to come out here. Just spend a morning walking and understand that you're walking in the footprints and the footsteps of thousands of people that worked in this steel factory that is now long gone. I'm going to take you round by the river and take you to the other side of this factory in Gustavsfors. And remembering that 150 years ago, this was a thriving community. Steel was being taken literally across the world from here, and is still being taken across the world. From Uddeholm Tooling and Uddeholm Steeling works in Hagfors itself. They're still exporting steel across the world. And remember that most of this was driven by water. The river we see here would have generated the power to be able to produce the steel. An archway, an entrance in. This is where people would have come in and out from this factory. Families, celebrations, christenings, births, weddings, and eventually the passing of your loved ones. And I ask you to look at those huge stones. For today, we would need a digger, a big excavator to move. But they were moved and fixed by hand, with no mechanical machinery. Well, that's the end of our tour of this beautiful place. But again, when you're in Hagfors Kommun, come here, bring your family and get them to understand how wonderful the world is, but how even more wonderful the world was before such time as we changed to what we have today. Incredible.